and welcome to another exciting edition of Inside ABUJA on Trust TV. I'm your host, Darshan Husseina Usman. And today on the show, we'll be taking a look at APO district, what is obtainable in this particular area, the people, the culture, the tradition, and everything it entails. Come with us.
APO area is a fast-developing district in the Federal Capital Territory. It is located after Garki district and has caught the attention and attraction of many discerning house owners, business owners, and investors. Known as the go-to place for mechanical repairs, APO district is located near Guzapi to the northeast, Lokogoma to the southwest, Gadua to the west, and Gudu to the northwest. But who are the people? How did APO come to be? What about their culture and tradition?
The meaning of APO, as popular knowing, is survivor. When our people from Karu were in captivity, try to collect their belongings, they have to run from Karu to Garki chiefdom. Even by then, they were still following them, just to see they have captured the APO entirely. But along the way, when they resort to with a place called Apope, that's Apodna. They resorted there. At the same time, the Karu people still following them to there, which they were saying, how will you do to survive this calamity from these Karu people? They went to the chief of Gariki. After then, there's a person called Jesui and Zakwe Apo and the rest of them. They sat down and discussed how are they going to do for them to escape these people from Karu. When they decided a place called Apodna, thinking they are survived from them, along the way, still the same thing. They have to shift from there to a particular place called Apo with a plan that when these people come again, they should know what to do. You know, in the olden days, normally when they want to, there's a road in the stream, let me say in the river, you see a place, two people cannot follow pass when water erosion is passing. We call it a befefe kwa bongboro. And it happened, is the only road that these people will follow. With that plan and others started between themselves, one person have to go and hide himself there. Immediately they noticed that Karu people are still following them. They now set a fire in one particular house. After then, they now see this smoke. They have to call on themselves that these people are coming again. No. They now separate themselves for them to get the Karu people too. And this particular name, Jeshivi, he has a place to hide. When they was running, when this kind of people was running, because they see they cannot even go or succeed for this, they have to run on their life. So this man was hiding in a place. I don't know how to put it in English, but we call it in the language. This Yegmaba. No, a place that you can hide with nobody will see you. So he was holding his weapon, the timia, that the arrow. So immediately they was coming, he now started shooting them, one after the other. So they left one person. So they'll go back to the car and tell them that they haven't survived it. But in particular one person, after they killed them, they caught one person's hand and put it in the tree, fuse it in the road corridor, so that anybody that is coming from Garki, from Karu, they will not see the sign. Then this place called Apo, or this particular community called Apo, that's the meaning of survive. They have survived from the hands of Kari people. So after then, they now run to Garki, the chief of Garki. Then they now tell the chief that we have conquered. At this time, these people. What's happened? Their enemies, that's in their hands, or they are in their distance, they have conquered them. And this is the result of this. They now remove that hand with that stick and show to the chief of Gariki. He now give the order, go and put it in the road corridor, so that everybody that is coming will see it. And after then, the chief of Gariki now approved this name, calling Apo the survivor.
Due to the vastness of Apo, it is further divided into areas like Apo Resettlement, Apo Wumba, Apo Dutse, and the rest. The Murtala Muhammad Expressway runs through the Apo roundabout, linking to Garki and Asokoro. Ring Road 2 is also closed, linking to other outer Abuja neighborhoods. Getting into the central area takes around 15 minutes by car, depending on traffic. But also, when it comes to culture, evolution and religion has made it easy for one to lose his identity. Is this obtainable for the people of Apo?
There's many traditions that they are doing it then, but now we are not doing it because of the Christianity or the world that we are in now. Actually, we have a tradition. We normally teach our children that we should not forget these traditions. A typical baggy, they know the person as baggy. You have to learn, you have to get those traditions to put it in place. There's something we call, when I go, this is my brother, we went to farm one certain day, I happened to hold a hole. I said, hold it. Let me teach you how we are doing before. So they have to learn, we have them in practice so that we'll be learning every day by day, so that our children on budget that's coming, they will learn it. We have a tradition and we have a culture dancers that are called Akakawi, Amwamwa, Agorebe. Even them, when I was saying that we normally go into farm, we follow with drums, farming with drums. Then that was very, very nice, very, very good. And in our days now, as far as government have already collected our land, our farmlands, so things are drawing back, forgetting those some things. And the baggy person, no baggy person with jepo, and if I want to explain it, I'll call it jopomasi. It's a culture our baji food that they know. That's Jepo. And there's so many things that our children doesn't know them now. When we are farming, we have a zuko, yako, zuko bi afa, inapia ilolo. We have them, and in the aspect of the food items, as I was saying, Jepo, use Jepo, and we use Genicom to do that tuo, that Asia. There's many things, like I said, whole and amaga. Maga, when you are farming, you put that thing in the waste. When you have your whole heated stone, you can be able to repair it with that maga. So after that, we have an apa that can be able to tie on your waist. Even the one I was saying, there's something as I be a chief, there's a particular thing that I will wear so that they can recognize me that this person is a real chief. So all these things, we don't know, although we are trying to see if we can be able to bring those things back so that our children will learn, that they will know that they have a culture in our Baggy land.
The vicinity is calm and serene and serviced with road, water, power, and other public utilities. There are enough social amenities in the vicinity to satisfy the needs of residents. APO is within the district of the residential quarters of the members of Nigerian House of Assembly and close to many international primary and secondary schools. A number of housing estates have been built and more are under development. Properties in APO are very reasonable, which is affordable with budget-friendly accommodation compared to other areas or districts. But migrants from various states in search of greener pastures within the FCT have made the population in APO explode phenomenally. The number of commercial motorcycles and tricycle operators grow each day, making the issue of accommodation a bane.
In Keke, Napewe, Okada people, we have the leaders that normally you have meeting with them. Even last time we went to meeting in Gariki Chief Palace, we were saying we want to see every community that they have these people, Keke Napewe and the Okada riders, and this union of the motor parks. We normally have meeting with them, for peace to reign. So everything we do with them so that they will know that where they are staying, we don't invite any problem. We rather preach the peace so that everybody that came from far away should get what you want, what you have to, or what you want to get in particular place where you are working. So it's no good when you are working or you are in your business place and something happen, you run, it's no good. So we normally ask them to should come down. If they have any problem, they should let us know. Time to time we'll be having meeting with them. So there's no problem for that.
Security is also a concern considering the number of idle youths that wander the streets, especially around Apo Resettlement or Kabusa Junction. The area is supported by regular police patrols provided by divisional police headquarters.
The security is very, very poor. Therefore, in this resettlement, we have division, police division. But we need more policemen, more officers. Because in the night, we do normally sleep. When you call a division, they say they will send the people. Who are the people they will send? If you call again, they will say there's no officer. Some went to patrols, this and that, this and that. So we actually, commit ourselves with vigilantes so that I can be able to help these policemen. One away the other, the human being is very dangerous. We didn't find it easy. sometimes it will only come for my head alone. Because the vigilante, you have to pay them. Get them some things. Even the policemen, sometimes when they came, they will say they will not have fuel on their car. We have to fuel them. So honestly, the security in Nigeria is very, very poor. It's very, very poor. I can't say in my place alone, but because I see how I normally do or see them, how they are feeling. You know. So if government can do something, they should recruit another people so that I can be able to, they can join and be able to get them, so that they can be able to circulate or go around the community as well.
Many luxury hotels are located in Apo, plus the popular spare parts market, Apo Mechanic Village.
We just established this place because we have no place to stay. And for a long time now, we have asked the government to give us a permanent place. Government have made promises, but we are still waiting. This is a road corridor. You can see how dusty the whole place is. It's not too conducive for us to do our business. And that reminds me that every country you go to, you have a mechanic village. This is a mechanic village where people come to repair their car, including government officials. If you go into the market now, you see some government vehicles too in this place. So we work together. And we are pleading for government to give us a permanent place that will help us out. I remember sometime last week, we were called for a meeting, which I attended to. They were questioning us that they need to come to check what we are doing. This is an open space. You cannot check us like this. There is no gate in this market, and the place is too open. So, and there are bad people too here. So there are people who may not serve well too, but if we have a permanent place, government can check us very well. So we started somewhere over there that we call Old Apo. Then they came and demolished the place. We now moved on to this place. Yes, they gave us a place down there. Allocation was given, but most of the people who are there are not spare part dealers. We are individuals who don't sell spare part. People have turned the place to where they are living. And even that place cannot take the whole people in this market. So we are pleading for them to give us a permanent place where we can go and serve the public better.
We started from Gariki village, opposite police station. Then 1992, November 15th, then I moved us down to Apo, this Nepal side, and that place was bush. It was the time they are building assembly quarters, national assembly quarters. Yes, we now moved to Nepal Junction through that road. Then after some time, they started telling us that they want to, that we come and obtain form from FCDA that want to give us permanent site here. They went and bought the form. After that, they asked us to go and develop the place. Then we developed. But you know, the plot was not much to contain many people. Then after that, they said everybody should move down there, and most of us don't have the plot, and some that have sold, but they don't have enough money to develop the place. And after that, they now move us down to this place we are here. Now, when we came here, it was bush also. We developed hire laborer to clear this place, and we now put our containers here, started doing our business. But at least we have stayed up to 8, 9, 10 years.
Apo also houses the popular Nouveau Mall and tens of other supermarkets. The area is a short distance to the National Stadium and a few minutes to the International Airport. Ruling or taking care of such a vast area can be cumbersome, but the chief attributes his leadership style and strength to his divinity.
Actually, there's nothing you can do without the hands of God. God gave the leadership. Despite that, I am the chief today. I heritage it from my forefathers. And I try my possible best as I could to make the community grow. And as I said, you cannot do it alone. They say a tree cannot make a forest. With the collaboration of the community, the people living around, draw their attention, see what we can do so that the community will grow together. So for me, be a chief, I cannot do alone. And it's my wish and my prayer that the community will progress in my tenure, in time of my tenure, so that one day they will say, the chief of social person, he tried. So as I said, our lives in the hands of our Almighty God. And I always pray every day, every time, that God should give me that wisdom so that I can rule the community.
Some of the best views of the city skyline can be seen from parts of the area, especially when coming from Galadimawa. As the 2023 elections draw nearer, there is need for sensitization of the populace on having a peaceful one.
I don't joke with election. Because before the day, I'll call the meeting that everybody should assemble, they should come to the palace. I enlighten them, advise them. Even now, we are even saying there's some people that they don't have a PVC. And I said they should try and register to have that people so that you can be able to vote who you want to vote. And I normally try my best. Before then, even now, I have already started my this. I went to the Honorable House Member to see if we can get this registration center here so that maybe people will be able to get that PVC before then. And I don't sleep and I don't relax. So normally, I tell my people they should vote the person they want to vote. I didn't say go with PDP or go with APC. Everybody is mine, but go and vote on your own choice.
With all the developments going on, many other infrastructures have been halted or stalled, like the APO ultra-modern market. This would have made it easier for residents to shop easily. But despite all the odds, APO district is one of the most developed and sought-after places within the FCT.
Well, with this, we've come to the end of today's episode. We hope you enjoyed every bit of the culture and tradition of the APO people. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I'm Darshan Hussaina Usman.